Okay, good morning, students. Today we would discuss the second chapter of our book Snapshots, and the title of the chapter is The Address, and the backdrop is the Second World War. Okay, and particularly the atrocities we would discuss about background is atrocities done by Hitler, the Nazis against the Dutch Jews. Okay, so this short story, it is a poignant account of a daughter who goes in search of her mother's belongings after the war in Poland. Okay, what do you understand by this term, this word poignant? It is a poignant account. What is poignant? What do you mean by poignant? Look at this term that is given and tell me. From the context also you can judge the meaning. It's a very simple word, poignant. From the context in which the word is used, you can tell the meaning of this. It is a poignant account of a daughter. What is poignant? Online students, what is poignant? Yes, it is a sad account, a painful account. Basically, poignant is painful. So it is a painful account of a daughter who goes in search of her mother's belongings after the war in Holland. When she finds them, the objects evoke memories of her earlier life. What do you understand by evoke? To evoke something means? What is evoking? To bring back. Okay, so they evoke memories of her earlier life. However, she decides to leave them all behind. Them here refers to the belongings. She decides to leave all the belongings behind, and she just resolves to move on. So this story has been written by Marga Minko. Thank you. You can take it. It has been written by Marga Minko, and it is basically an autobiographical account. And she was the one who escaped. See, the Nazis led by Hitler, and he had persecuted the Dutch Jews, and he had sent them to concentration camps. Okay, and she was the one who escaped, and the rest of the family members, they died because of the torture, because of that war. So this is an account of how she went back to take her mother's belongings, and how she was treated, and what was the reason why she decided to leave all those things, all those belongings behind, and how she resolved to move on. What do you understand by resolved? Resolved का क्या मतलब होता है? She resolved to move on. What is resolved? Can you just type it Akriti, because this voice is not clear. Can you just type it? Yes, she made up her mind. Yeah, yes, she resolved me. She was determined. She made up her mind to just move on in her life, leaving all those things behind. What was the reason behind that? Okay, so that we would study in this chapter. Do you still know me? I asked. The woman looked at me searchingly. She had opened the door a chink. Now, when she went to that address, the lady who opened the door, she opened it only a chink. What do you understand by chink? Yes, a narrow opening. बहुत थोड़ा सा दरवाजा खोला, ठीक है, पूरा नहीं खोला, थोड़ा सा दरवाजा खोला. I came closer and stood on the step. No, I don't know you. I am Mrs. S's daughter. She held her hand on the door as though she wanted to prevent it opening any further. Her face gave absolutely no sign of recognition. So she just refused to recognize the narrator. She kept staring at me in silence. Perhaps I was mistaken because the lady refused to recognize her. Maybe she felt that she had come at the wrong address. That is why she says, perhaps I was mistaken. I thought perhaps it isn't her. I had seen her only once, and that also fleetingly. What do you understand by fleetingly? For a very short period, just I had just had a glimpse of her. ठीक है, एक ही बार थोड़ा देखा था थोड़ी देर के लिए, and that was also years ago. It was most probable that I had rung the wrong bell. The woman let go of the door and stepped to the side. She was wearing my mother's green knitted cardigan. So the moment she came in front of me. Earlier on, she had opened the door only a chink, but when she opened it fully and she stepped to the side, I saw that the lady was wearing my mother, the sweater that belonged, cardigan that belonged to my mother. So, which made me conclude that I had not come at the wrong address. This was the address which I was looking for because the lady was wearing my mother's cardigan. The wooden buttons were rather pale from washing, and she had used it so much that the buttons had turned pale after repeated washing. She saw that I was looking at the cardigan, and therefore she just half hid herself again behind the door. जैसे उसको पता चला कि मैं उसके कार्डिगन की तरफ देख रही हूँ, उसने अपने आप को फिर से दरवाजे के पीछे छुपा लिया. But I knew now that I was right. What was she right about? What did she know? That she was right about the address. She had come at the right address. Well, you knew my mother, I asked. Have you come back? Said the woman. I thought that no one had come back. Look at this sad state of affairs. The lady says in front of the narrator that I thought that no one had come back, that nobody would survive. I had not thought that you people would survive. Okay, the war, the torture that you would face at the concentration camps. So I thought that nobody would be back. Nobody would come back to claim the belongings. Only me. And the narrator responds by saying that it is only me who has survived. A door opened and closed in the passage behind her. A musty smell emerged. What do you understand by musty smell? What is musty? What is musty? He says a musty smell emerged. Musty smell is the smell of dampness. Yes, unpleasant and the smell, unpleasant smell and smell of damp. जब आप बारिशों का मौसम होता है और आपके घर में कुछ गीला सामान रह जाए, वो सिला सिलक जो smell आती है ना, that is the musty smell. A very unpleasant kind of smell emerged. I regret I cannot do anything for you. So the lady said that I am sorry, I cannot help you in any way. I have come here specially on the train. So the narrator says that I have come here only to meet you. Okay, and I've come from so far. I wanted to talk to you for a moment. It is not convenient for me. She outrightly she just said that I don't want to talk to you because I don't have any time. This is not the right time. This is what she said. I can't see you another time. Just come another time. अभी नहीं मैं मिल सकती, मैं नहीं बात कर सकती. She nodded and she just cautiously closed the door as though no one inside the house should be disturbed. She did not want anyone from her house to be disturbed by my presence, and she just cautiously very quietly she closed the door. I stood where I was on the step. The curtain in front of the bay window moved. Someone stared at me and would then have asked what I wanted. Oh, nothing. The woman would have said it was nothing. So somebody from her house would have asked, मुझे देख के किसी ने पूछा होगा कि ठीक है कि क्या चाहिए इसको, and the lady would have said nothing. Okay, I looked at the nameplate again. Darling, it said. So the nameplate on that address, it was Darling, and in black letters on white enamel, and on the jam a bit higher the number 46. Jam means, what is jam? On the jam a bit higher. It is a side post above the window or the doorway. Okay, as I walked slowly, so the address, okay, and as I walked slowly to the station, I thought about my mother who had given me the address years ago. It had been in the first half of the war. I was home for a few days, and it struck me immediately that something or other about the rooms had changed. You know, during the first half of the war, when I was home for a few days, I saw some strange things happening. What were the strange things? Many things of my house, many valuable things, were missing, and this is what caught my attention when I was there for a few days. ठीक है, मैं अपने घर में गई, मैंने देखा ड्राइंग रूम से बड़ी चीज़ें गायब हैं, बेडरूम से बड़ी चीज़ें गायब हैं. So this, I was astonished and surprised. I missed various things. My mother was surprised I should have noticed so quickly. मेरी मदर बड़ी हैरान हुई कि मैंने इतनी जल्दी कैसे ये नोटिस कर लिया. ठीक है. So what happened? Then she told me about Mrs. Darling. I had never heard of her, but apparently she was an old acquaintance of my mother, whom she hadn't seen for years. ठीक है, मैंने कभी वो नाम नहीं सुना था, but obviously she was my mother's acquaintance. जान पहचान वाली थी, जो बहुत दिनों से उनको मिली नहीं थी. She had suddenly turned up. अब एकदम से वो आने लग गई थी, and she had renewed their contact. Whose contact? The contact between Mrs. Darling and the narrator's mother. She had renewed that contact. Since then she had come regularly. और तब से मैंने देखा कि वो बार-बार आ रही थी हमारे घर में. ठीक है? Every time she leaves here, she takes something home with her, said my mother. जब भी वो हमारे घर आती है, जाते वो हमारा कुछ ना कुछ सामान लेके जाती है. She took all the table silver in one go and then the antique plates that hung there, she had trouble lugging those large vases. What is lugging means carrying on. ठीक है, मतलब बड़ा भारी भारी सामान भी वो अपनी पीठ पे बोरी में उठा के ले जाती है हमारे घर से. ठीक है, and I'm worried she got, and my mother was worried about the lady, Mrs. Darling, that she felt that the lady was taking a lot of trouble for us. ठीक है, वो हमारे लिए हमारा सामान संभाल के रखने वाली है और वो बेचारी इतनी मेहनत कर रही है, अपना सामान लेके जाती है. एंड शी इवन शी गॉट अ क्रिक इन हर बैक फ्रॉम द क्रॉकरी. व्हाट इज क्रिक? क्रिक इन द बैक मींस पेनफुल फीलिंग इन द बैक. ठीक है, स्टिफनेस होगी जब आप ज्यादा सामान उठा दो, आपकी बैक में पेन हो जाती है. तो माय मदर वाज वरीड अबाउट हर दैट वेज. Then my mother shook her head pityingly. My mother was a very simple and genuine, a very down to earth kind of a person, and you know she was a very credulous kind of a person who easily believed what anybody said. ठीक है, मतलब बड़ी जल्दी विश्वास कर लेती थी. जब लेडी ने बोला कि मैं सारा सामान आपने संभाल के रखूंगी आपके लिए, ठीक है, because you people might have to leave any time because of the war. Then because she was not a Jew, Mrs. Darling was not a Jew. ठीक है, she suggested, my mother shook her head pityingly. बड़ी मतलब तरस आया उनको उस लेडी पे कि हमारे लिए इतना कुछ कर रही है. I would have never dared ask her. मैं तो कभी भी ना कहती. This is what the latest mother said कि मैं तो कभी ऐसी बात उनको ना कहती कि क्या आप हमारे लिए ऐसे करोगे. She suggested it to me herself. Who suggested? Mrs. Darling. Mrs. Darling ने खुद क्या सजेस्ट किया कि आपकी जितनी घर की सारी वैल्यूएबल चीजें हैं मुझे दे दो, मैं संभाल के रखूंगी आपके लिए. ठीक है, she even insisted, सिर्फ सजेस्ट नहीं किया, उसने इंसिस्ट किया कि नहीं नहीं मैं रखूंगी अपने पास, मुझे दो. ठीक है, she insisted. She wanted to save all my nice things. This is what the narrator's mother felt. कि क्यों लेके जाना चाहती है कि मेरे सारे अच्छी अच्छी चीज़ों को वो संभाल के रखेगी. If we have to leave here, we shall lose everything. कि अगर हमें एकदम से जाना पड़ा तो हम सब कुछ खो देंगे. This is what she had said. Have you agreed with her that she should keep everything? This is what the narrator wants to know from her mother. वो कहती है कि क्या कोई written agreement type कुछ किया है आपने कि भाई वो सामान आपका रखेंगी तो वापस भी करेंगी हमें. Have you agreed? As this kind of an agreement happened between the two of you, as if that's necessary. मेरी मदर कहती है इतना को कर रही है हमारे लिए, अब ये भी मैं उसको बोलूंगी. ठीक है, my mother cried, it would simply be an insult to talk like that. मैं ऐसे कैसे पूछ सकती हूँ उनको, मतलब वो तो understood ही है. And she's well known to me, she's my acquaintance, मेरी friend sort of friend है, तो ऐसे कहना है तो insult होगी. It would be very humiliating for her. ठीक है, and think about the risk she is running. Every time she goes out of door with this full suitcase or bag, देखो वो हमारे लिए कितना खतरा उठा रही है. हर बार हमारे घर से इतना भारी सूटकेस लेके जाती है. ठीक है, so just think about that. And how would I ever think of asking her about any kind of agreement or such sort of thing? My mother seemed to notice that I was not entirely convinced. जब ये बात उन्होंने मुझे बताई तो मेरी मदर को मेरे हाव भाव से लगा कि मुझे विश्वास नहीं हुआ उनकी बात पे. But then she looked at me so reprovingly. What is reprovingly? बड़े गुस्से से, as if you are scolding someone. ठीक है, and after that we spoke no more about it. So we didn't talk about it. इसके बाद हमने कोई बात नहीं करी कि मेरी मदर को अच्छा नहीं लगा. Meanwhile, I had arrived at the station without having paid much attention to the things on the way. I was walking in familiar places again for the first time since the war. ठीक है, वॉर के बाद मैं पहली बार यहाँ पे आई थी अपने ही घर में, जहाँ पे मेरा ही घर हुआ करता था, अपनी सिटी में. मगर सारी चीज़ें बड़ी फेमिलियर थी मेरे लिए. बट आई डिड नॉट वॉन्ट टू गो फर्दर देन वॉज नेसेसरी. Why did she not want to go further? Because it would bring back memories of her family, of her friends, of her relatives whom she had lost during the war. Okay, I did not want to upset myself with the sight of streets, with the sight of houses which were full of memories from a precious time. And that time could never be revived. That time would never come back. Okay. In the train back, I saw Mrs. Darling in front of me again. As I had the first time I met her, it was the morning. मुझे वो पहला दिन याद आया जब मैं पहली बारी Mrs. Darling को मिली थी. It was the morning after the day my mother had told me about her. ठीक है, जिस दिन मेरी मदर ने उनके बारे में मुझे बताया था, अगले दिन I had got up late and coming downstairs, I saw my mother about to see someone out. ठीक है, मैं जैसे नीचे आई, थोड़ा सा मैं लेट उठी और मैं नीचे आई, मैंने देखा कि मेरी मदर किसी को सी ऑफ कर रही है, घर से बाहर कोई जा रहा था. A woman with a broad back. That was Mrs. Darling. There is my daughter, said my mother. She beckoned to me. She called me. Beckon means to call someone. मुझे बुलाया और इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया कि this is my daughter and she is Mrs. Darling. The woman nodded. उसका ध्यान सिर्फ सामान में था, सिर्फ सिर हिलाया, उसने बोला ठीक है. And she just picked up the suitcase under the coat rack. She wore a brown coat and a shapeless hat. Does she live far away? I asked. मैंने अपनी मदर से पूछा क्या बहुत दूर रहती है? I asked, seeing the difficulty she had going out of the house with a heavy case. इतना भारी बैग वो लेके जा रही थी हमारे घर से, तो मुझे लगा मुझे अपनी मदर से पूछना चाहिए कि बहुत दूर रहती है क्या. So my mother said no, she lives in Marconi Street, number 46. And my mother wanted me to remember that address. बस वो एक पहली बार और लास्ट टाइम था जब मेरी मदर ने मुझे वो एड्रेस बताया, एंड आई रिमेंबर्ड इट. ठीक है, दैट वाज नंबर 46 Marconi Street, and you need to remember this address also. Okay, name of that person, Mrs. Darling. Name of the narrator's mother is only Mrs. S. Okay, and the address, house number 46, Marconi Street. Got it? I had remembered it. मैंने तो वो याद रखा. But I had waited a long time to go there. Initially, after the liberation, why did she wait for a long time? Because she did not feel like going to the same place again after the war. She had lost so many people, so many of her relatives and friends and family members, so she didn't feel like going back. After the liberation, I was absolutely not interested in all that stored stuff, and naturally, I was also rather afraid of it. मुझे डर लगता था उस जगह में जाने से. Afraid of, why was she afraid? What was she afraid of? Afraid of being confronted. What is to confront something? When you are forced, सामना करना, when you are forced to face something, which you don't want to. Okay, afraid of being confronted with things that had belonged to a connection that no longer is. The things belonged to a connection. That connection was of my family, but that family was no longer there. So hidden away in cupboards and boxes and waiting in vain until they were put back in their place again, which had endured all those years. What endured means? To endure something means to, what is enduring? What is enduring? She's talking about the things that had endured. What do you mean by endure? To not cherish, to suffer. To suffer. To endure means किसी चीज को, here it means to suffer. In this context, it means to suffer patiently, and because there were things, and they had endured because there were things, they were not taken away anywhere. We had gone, we were forced to go away, but the things were there, okay, with Mrs. Darling. But gradually everything became more normal again. Everything normalized after the liberation, after the war got over. Bread was getting to be of a lighter color. There was a bed you could sleep in unthreatened. No, we have never witnessed any kind of war, so we don't know how people survived and how people managed, during those tough times. A room with a view you were more used to glancing at each day. सारे वो सब कुछ blackout करके लोग कैसे रहते थे वहाँ पे, ठीक है. Now they were getting more used to light outside. And one day I noticed, when after the liberation, after many years had passed, I noticed that I was curious about all those possessions that must still be at that address. I was curious about those belongings of my mother, of my family. Those things that belong to me and my family. ठीक है, मैं देखना चाहती थी उनको, मैं उनको टच करना चाहती थी, मैं उनको अपने पास लाना चाहती थी. All those things. I wanted to see them, I wanted to touch them, I wanted to remember them. After my first visit in vain, the first visit was fruitless, it was useless. First visit का कोई फायदा नहीं हुआ क्योंकि उसने मना ही कर दिया कि मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. I decided to try a second time. Now a girl of about 15 opened the door to me. I asked her if her mother was at home. Okay, around, that was most probably Mrs. Darling's daughter. ठीक है, उसने दरवाजा खोला. No, she said, my mother's doing an errand. What is errand? Some kind of a work. Okay, कुछ किसी काम के लिए गई है. And no matter, I said, I'll wait for her. मैंने बोला कि कोई बात नहीं, मैं उनकी wait. And I followed the girl. The girl had no idea about me. She did not know me. उसकी मदर ने कुछ बताया ही नहीं होगा हमारे बारे में. ठीक है, उसने ये भी नहीं बताया होगा कि ये सामान किसी का है. ठीक है, उसने ये बताया होगा कि ये सामान हमारा है, हमने इसे यूज करना है. ठीक है, क्योंकि उसको लगा था कि वॉर के बाद इनमें से तो कोई वापस आएगा ही. ठीक है, सो आई फॉलोड द गर्ल अलोंग द पैसेज. एंड ओल्ड फैशन्ड आयरन हनुका कैंडल होल्डर. व्हाट इज हनुका? इट इज अ फीस्ट ऑफ लाइट्स, अ हेब्रू फेस्टिवल इन दिसंबर. ठीक है, एक कैंडल होल्डर था जो हमारा. ठीक है, वो पैसेज में मुझे नजर आया. एंड इट वॉज हंग नेक्स्ट टू अ मिरर. We never used it because it was much more cumbersome than a single candlestick. एक कैंडल होल्डर था, ठीक है, हमने उसे डेकोरेशन के लिए यूज किया होता, हम उसे यूज क्यों नहीं करते थे? क्योंकि इट वाज वेरी cumbersome, इट वाज मे बी इट वाज वेरी हैवी इन साइज, इट वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कैरी. तो इसलिए एक सिंगल जब लाइट जाती थी तो एक कैंडल जलाना एक कैंडल होल्डर से ज़्यादा हमको आसान लगता था कि उसको लेके इधर घूमे हम इधर उधर. सो हमने उसको एज अ डेकोरेशन पीस रखा हुआ है, ठीक है. बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स साइज, बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स वेट, इट वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कैरी, सो वी प्रेफर्ड यूजिंग अ candlestick. And won't you sit down, the girl said. She held open the door of the living room and I went inside past her. I stopped. This is very, very important. Underline this line. I stopped horrified. I was in a room I knew and did not know. Very important line. She said, the moment she entered the living room, she says, I was horrified because I felt myself in a room which I knew fully, but I did not know at all. Why did she say this? She said, I was horrified, I was in a room I knew and did not know. Why did she say this? Type the answer, online students, because you people are not audible to me. आपकी आवाज़ मुझे ठीक से सुनाई नहीं दे रही है, so you can just type the answer. And offline students, you can think over it and you need to respond also. Online students, you can type it in just 1 or 2 lines. Why did she say, I was in a room I knew and did not know? And offline students, you have to respond too. Yes. What could be the reason? Hmm. Yes, and then why did she say that I did not know? बोलो. रूम उसका नहीं था, ठीक है. दिस इज व्हाट ही सेज. शी वाज, द थिंग्स बिलोंग्स टू हर, all the belongings were of her family, okay, and but they were arranged in a very tasteless manner, in a way which she could never think of, in a room which did not belong to her. ठीक है. एक घर में आप अपने घर, कोई घर खरीदते हो, उसी घर का जो सारा सामान होता है, जो इंटीरियर डेकोरेशन सारा कुछ, वो आप अपने हिसाब से करते हो. उसी सामान को आप किसी और के घर में बड़ी बेकदरी से यूज करता हुआ या पड़ा हुआ देखोगे तो आपको अच्छा लगेगा क्या? ठीक है. सो शी फेल्ट डिस्गस्टेड when she looked at those things that were arranged in such a tasteless manner in that house. The things belonged to her, but she felt that they were no longer hers. So that is why she said, I found myself in the midst of things I did not want to see again, but which oppressed me in this. I did want to see again. मैं उन चीज़ों को देखना चाहती थी, but which oppressed me in the strange atmosphere. Which oppressed me means which disturbed me, which distressed me. Okay? In the strange atmosphere in which they were placed, or because of the tasteless way everything was arranged. कितनी गंदी तरह से उनको रखा गया था वहाँ पे, मुझे वो बहुत डिप्रेसिंग लगा. Because of the ugly furniture, जो फर्नीचर था जहाँ पे हमारा सामान पड़ा था, वो फर्नीचर बहुत गंदा था. और the muggy smell, that again the musty smell that hung there. ठीक है, वो जो गंदी सी स्मेल वहाँ पे आ रही थी. I don't know, but I scarcely dare to look around. मुझे मैं देखने की हिम्मत नहीं कर पाई अपने आसपास, हालांकि वो सारी चीज़ें वही थी जिनको लेने के लिए मैं आई थी, ठीक है, पर मेरी हिम्मत ही नहीं हुई कि मैं देखूं. द गर्ल मूव्ड अ चेयर, आई सैट डाउन एंड आई स्टेयर्ड एट द वुडन टेबल क्लॉथ. ठीक है, जब मैं बैठी तो मैंने वुडन टेबल क्लॉथ को देखा. वो टेबल क्लॉथ हमारा था. आई रब्ड इट, माई फिंगर्स ग्रू वार्म फ्रॉम रबिंग. आई फॉलोड द लाइन्स ऑफ द पैटर्न. समवेयर ऑन द एज देयर शुड बी अ बर्न मार्क. वो टेबल क्लॉथ हमारा था, उस पर बर्न मार्क भी वही था और मुझे पता था वो काम था. सो आई स्टार्टेड मूविंग माई फिंगर्स टुवर्ड्स दैट बर्न मार्क दैट हैड नेवर बीन रिपेयर्ड. जिसकी कभी अभी आज तक रिपेयर भी नहीं हुई और वो वैसे के वैसे वहाँ पे यूज हुआ. ठीक है, got it? So just put a mark here. We'll continue from here tomorrow. Just go through the part that we've covered today. We would discuss questions related to this part and we would continue with the second part and we would just conclude the chapter. Got it? So let me take your attendance. If there's anything, any word that you have not followed, you can ask me. That would be all for today. Have a nice day and just go through the part that we've covered.